I really wish I could stop choking on fucking drinks, dude. I need a doctor to fix my epiglottis. Slightly better than choke. I do that too. I do that too. I really just think that when I had my surgery when I was stuck in the bowling pin setter and I had my skin graft, I think when I was intubated for that, I think they damaged my epiglottis because that was when I started having problems. Stuck in the pin setter. Wait, have you not heard that story, Geronimo? I've told it so many times too. Yeah, I was a mechanic at a bowling alley, and I was prepping for leagues one night, and I was the only mechanic on at the time. The other guy hadn't come in yet. And on lanes 12, 13, and 14, we used to those three lanes were notorious for out of range calls, which is when like a pin slides and it's like out of where it would normally be picked up. And like so when the pin deck comes down to grab the pins to do a sweep and then set them back down, it gets stuck on top and it shuts off. So in order to help pins from sliding and have them fall down the way that they're supposed to, we would spray the actual deck where the pins sit on the lane with a very, very light coat of bleach because it gives it a little bit of tack. And the pins would then fall over instead of slide. So I'm prepping for leagues, and I climb over the machine into the front of it on lane 12. I climb down, spray the deck, I climb out, I go to step over onto lane 13, and those are I believe those were Brunswick A2 pin setters. The light fixture is in the front, and I wonder if I can find a picture of it, because I can show you where my leg was stuck. Because when I stepped over onto lane 13, my foot slid off of the light fixture, and in between the light fixture and the front of that, where the head pin is. Oh, maybe it's this? Yeah, this is actually perfect. So, here, let me move this over so that you guys can see it. Just psychotically fucking with the pin setters and going, how does this work? No, I was a mechanic at a bowling alley. So check this out. So this here, I don't know if I can blow this up. Will it let me open image in new tab? Okay. So there's a light fixture here, right in front of the lane. Can you guys see my cursor? Why can't you see my cursor? Hold on. Capture cursor. There we go. So these are light fixtures in front, right? And then, so there's a shield that goes around the actual pin things. So I'm on lane 12. I go to step over to 13. And my foot slid. And it got stuck in between the light fixture and the front of this. This little thing right here is a bolt that holds this shield on. My calf and my shin was stuck in this tiny space. I was on my ass because I slipped. My right foot slipped and went down. My foot was dangling down here, and my shin and my calf was stuck between the front of this pin setter and the light fixture. Literally stuck. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then I felt something cold by my ankle. And I was like, what the hell? And I pulled my pants up and there was blood. I was like, okay, whatever. Kind of expected. And I pulled, like, my pants had ripped in like a right angle. This bolt had torn through my pants and torn through my skin. So I pulled that flap of my pants open and it's just black. I couldn't see anything because it was dark and it was just blood. Now, I'm the only mechanic on duty. This is on lane 13. There are 64 lanes in this alley. And I'm by myself. I'm like, fuck it. I have to get out of here. 3, 2, 1, rip. And I literally just yoinked my leg, like ripped my leg out from in between where it was stuck. And then I hopped out and climbed over the machines with my hands and my 1 foot. And I hopped on 1 foot down from lane 13 down to lane 52 where our workbench was. And I grabbed one of the orange work rags and tourniqueted my fucking leg, which thank God I did, because I probably would have passed out from blood loss. Because I almost passed out after the shock wore off. Because after I tied the rag around my leg, I hopped on my good left leg all the way up to the front office to management. And I was like, I need to go to the hospital right now. Also, I need to lay down or I'm going to pass out. And I ended up having to have a skin graft to get it replaced because it literally just shredded the skin off of my shin bone. And that's my story of how I had to have a skin graft surgery because I got stuck in a pinsetter machine at a bowling alley. There's blood on lanes 13 and 52. There is blood on lane 13, yes. And then behind the machines, I don't know if there was blood on the ground. It doesn't matter because the bowling alley's not there anymore. It's shut down and it's a school now. They repurposed the building. There's a trail of blood everywhere. No, I'm pretty sure my sock absorbed most of it. Pretty sure my sock and my shoe caught most of the blood because it was just running down my leg. So yeah, that's my stuck in a bowling pin setter skin graft surgery story. I've never been able to actually tell it with a picture like that. That was pretty cool.